Matt Bullard has watched the Rockets all season long as an analyst on Houston broadcasts and never once saw them lose 3 in a row until now. And Matt is with us ahead of tonight's Game 4. You know the personality of this team, Matt. Where are their heads now after that embarrassing blowout loss on their home floor and now facing elimination?
Well, that's a great question, and we're going to have to watch to find out. I really can't call it tonight before tonight's game. I don't know if the Rockets are going to come out on fire. I don't know if the Rockets are going to come out and lay down. The one thing I do know is last series when the Rockets were down 3-1 to the LA Clippers, they did come out with some fire, and they were able to come back in that series. Now, the Golden State Warriors are not the LA Clippers. The Warriors are a fantastic basketball team, a 67-win team, and they have been playing some great basketball. So it's going to be a very interesting character revelation for the Rockets tonight. Which Rockets team will show up?
Well, despite the Aggie lead in Game 3, James Harden is clearly the Rockets' best player. How is he as a leader?
Well, the thing about James is he's still maturing. He's still growing up. And his experience with USA Basketball last summer really helped him realize what a superstar is supposed to be like off the court with his teammates. And so he was able to watch a lot of the other great players in this league and learn how they were doing it. And I saw a lot of maturation from James Harden this season. He's got a chance here tonight to come out and lead this team to a victory. So we're going to watch and see if James comes out and has a big game, a triple-double possibly, or if he goes 3 for 17 like he did last game.
And Matt, with that said, the next pressure falls on Dwight Howard. How big does Dwight have to be in controlling the paint and rebounding the basketball?
Well, that's a great question, and that's you know, with Dwight, he's playing with that injured knee. I think I'm surprised that he was able to play in Game 2 after injuring that knee and play as well as he did. I don't think he's going to use that as an excuse, but it is a limiting factor. So Dwight's got to put that in the back of his mind. He's got to come out. He's got to dominate inside. And the way the Rockets are built, they've got James and they've got Dwight, and then they've got everybody else on the roster. So you've got to have your two main superstars dominating if you're going to win a game against the Warriors.
I just wonder, Matt, if Steve Kerr is looking at the way the Rockets are playing and Dwight Howard is out there, how many times is he going to try to get Dwight Howard involved in pick-and-roll situations where he pulls him outside of the paint, makes him defend? He's had foul trouble. I mean, this is something that's been discussed with his play throughout his whole career, but he's had foul trouble in this series and staying on the floor, and that disrupts what Houston is trying to do. If you come in with a game plan that makes Dwight Howard one of the guys you're relying on.
Yeah, and Steve Kerr, he's been doing a tremendous job putting Dwight in those situations, getting him away from the basket. And so when you're Dwight, you got to understand, if you're a rim protector, you got to get back and protect that rim, and you got to get every single rebound. Being out there on the floor trying to guard the pick and rolls the way Dwight has been doing it with that hurt knee, your mobility and your lateral movement is compromised when you have an injury in that knee.
Howard had the double-double in Game 3, 14 and 14, and also made a little news after the game when he said he saw, quote, quit from everybody in the arena. Now, fans aren't generally called upon to make stops or knock down shots. How were those comments received around Houston?
Not well. And I think, you know, everybody's upset after a loss like that, you know, and when you start pointing fingers at the fans, that's probably misplaced anger. I know Dwight was upset that the Rockets did not play well in Game 3, but it wasn't the fans' fault. It was the Rockets coming out very lackluster, no energy, not playing hard, and the fans sensed that, and the fans just kind of went dead. So if Dwight wants the fans here tonight to be loud and proud and on their feet, then the Rockets have to come out with that energy. The Rockets have got to come out and play as hard as they can, and this is one of the lessons that you have to learn as an NBA team in the NBA playoffs. You've got to play as hard as you can every single night and bring that energy.
You know, I suppose it's possible as many threes as Curry has hit from that left corner that some of the fans over there could get involved defensively.
That corner right there, yeah. Maybe a fan needs to come out and get a hand up on him because he's had a lot of wide open looks too. And those have been mistakes for the Rockets as well.
That may be their best hope. We'll find out tonight. Matt, appreciate the time. Matt Bullard with us from Houston.